Hello and welcome to the solo playthrough of Advanced Squad Leader. I'm Robin Reeve and we are playing scenario AP84 Double Trouble, and we are starting the Japanese turn 1, which should be rather short because they are on the defense. There we are. I had a strange remark by YouTube, but not directly. There's a society which calls Hawk, H-A-A-W key, for a third party which just tried to reclaim some copyright thing on the music. But the soundtrack Water Lilies comes from Feslian Studios site and is free to use in non-commercial aims, and my videos are not commercial for the least. So I put a reclamation. Afterwards I went on internet and I saw that this Hawk HAWQ for a third party is actually a troll who tries to get money from people they shouldn't get money from, because I'm very cautious not to use music or images which are covered by copyright. So I of course resisted. I countered the reclamation. We'll see what happens, but I don't think there's any risk for this series of videos as I am in full legality, but it's annoying. The internet is really a pain. But now the Japanese are also slightly annoyed for other reasons, because they have waves of Indian troops starting to annoy them seriously. So I'm just going to try something with my loss, but I believe there isn't yet. No, so my foxholes are still all out of visibility here, here, here and here. Okay. Let's go for the weather. Nothing to repair, nothing to deploy either, or to rally. So off we go to the prep fire. Yeah, I think we could do, but perhaps we will be punished. But I think things are meant to be used. So the machine gun will fire on the mortar here, which is more annoying for laying smoke. Bang! Hit! So 4, and 4 is a 1 MC. So let's go for the 1 MC, and the mortar guys are simply pinned. Okay, but we can go mowing again. So firing second time, 4 and 9, no effect. That was not the worst thing that could happen, but not the best either. So here is Nakai. Nakai and his men, yeah, they won't back, and they fire here. 6 flat because of Nakai. A normal morale check, which is passed with success. Not many low results, actually. Okay. I think that will be all for the the prep fire. So we move now. Oh, we could fire here, but it's hardly possible. Yeah, what do we have here? We will simply move away. Well, some skulking here. Losing the wall advantage. There we are. And here, a slight shift. Here we'll be moving out of LOS of anybody. So will we move here? Well, it's not very interesting. Not okay. That will be all. As you see, the Japanese doesn't have a multitude of possibilities. So there we are. I hope you see enough, but that will be all. So defensive fire phase, I believe we'll concentrate on the units which showed themselves a little. So final fire here, pinned, I think it's up 2, so we need to hit here with a 5, hardly possible, and we have no loss, but we simply mark those units with an acquisition, which is what I wanted to do from the start. I think we'll concentrate the other firers here. So here and here we have 4, 8 without the machine gun against those. 8 up 2 also. No. And we have here, I'm wondering, I think we'll try to fire on the Japanese here. I have no idea, but I will try just to see. So without the machine gun, because it's useless at that distance. So there we are. Oh, it is useful, but okay. Perfect. 8 up 2 against Nakai. Pin task check. Nakai doesn't pin, so his men need to roll 10 or less. So hardly useful. I won't fire with the Bren here. 8 2 up 2 is stupid. Bajois will direct the mortar, firing here. Or even here. Here could be more, well, or even here, more interesting. Well, that's a question. I think this is the most interesting thing to do, just to mark it, because smoke will come later. So we need a 7 just to hit. Okay. Doing. There we are. And I believe, just looking at, trying to eyeball the LOS. No, there's no LOS to the guys in the building. So, okay, and up here in the west, nothing used in the west. Okay, so that's all for the defensive fire. Advancing fire, nothing either, I believe. No. Route phase, no. Just checking, but no. But I know I have Guildfish memory, so advance phase now. Yeah, Sakurai, they must move here. I didn't want those to come with them, but that's it. I don't know what those guys could be doing. Press moving here. Actually, we're in not a bad place. No, we'll move here. And we are resuming our place here. No. Will Nakai move somehow? But we could. Well, we could. And move somehow here and here. Not bad idea. And here. And Obara, I'll keep him here with some concealment on his head. Okay, that'll be all. Close combat, I see none. Removing the pins, there we are. And is there some... well, I don't need to put... Okay, looking who's concealing, but nothing actually. Nobody, so off to the British turn. And there we are. That played fast, didn't it? 10 minutes just to wrap it up, of course. Yeah, you didn't have severe maneuvers, but now the British will have some serious work to do to approach this village without being blasted. There is a glacis here, a dangerous thing to do, so possibly we could move. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll do it. All in all, have a nice time and see you later. Bye bye.